Right, we're sorry about that, guys. We were just waiting on Baron. He has now arrived, so he will just be loading in, I believe, or something of similar. There isn't any music on at the minute. Remind me as soon as we get into the game to put on the music, because music's being turned off in-game. So, we need some sound to add on, so it's not just my voice constantly. No Foghorn today. He's covering for Grey Death in Carmania. And he's got Manny extremely paranoid that he will end up killing Manny. So, all good fun. We've got some new additions. Your Crazy X, the admin of Moonlund Lab. A great Discord for many Imperator. I think they host like 4 Imperator games a week. It's crazy. So he's playing in Pictonia. Much to my disdain, I don't want another Pictonia. This is like the 3rd season of Pictonia. What about him in Santonia? Or Lemovicia? Or whatever. And then we got Cataphorus up here in Eburonia. Which, you know, that's going to be tough for him. He was a guy that died in Sulky, so he spawned up here. No player up in northwestern Iberia, so yeah, let's see how that goes between James and Orion with Titania and Emporium. Now, I'm just going to mention now because I completely forgot to mention this. Well, I didn't forget to mention it, I didn't even realise. Pokemon doesn't start with a coast, and the Pokemon player wanted me to show you all he has expanded. He's got a vassal. I think Aeolia is actually his vassal, or Lydia, one of these. And he's got a coastline, so there is that. So, yeah, we just start waiting on... Ah, we're in! Wunderbar. Right, let me... Right, control armies, let me just get all of this away. Let's take away all of that. Should I just keep active walls? There. Yeah. So we start in immediately with a play wall. Let's just not forget Icenia against Uzdia and Caledonia. This is essentially the Scots and the Welsh versus the English. So, Judas. Ooh, before I forget. Can't have no music on. There we go. Right. So, Judas. Here he is. He's got 33 cohorts, 7,000 men in the bank. Manpower, but that looks like more it will be from his allies. On the opposing side, 21 cohorts, only 1.6k manpower in the bank. But that is just, it's just them two, the 2 players, against the, against Icenia. Now let me just get, I hate that it resets all of these, right? So we've got diplomacy, we want player map mode. Territory ranks, we can look and see who's built some metropolises. Region map mode is good. Let's just throw in population there as well. Give a look at that, and then unrest and loyalty, and then yeah, population. Just got that one up. So, right, so Icenia, really pushing up north hard. So this is Caledonia and Uzdia need to pull it together, and they need to beat down Icenia in this war. Otherwise, it is all over. All over for them. Old Retired Devlin, hello. How are you doing on this fine evening? Right. It's not looking good. Plenty to do. Icenia's done a real good trick here, allying up with all these AI and bring them in. This is not gonna go well. Doing good. Tomorrow's my birthday. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. I'm glad you're doing good. well, the Uzdia strikes back. Although they're going to take it. Ooh, are they really all going to go for this? Right, so they're going to... ooh. They're going to have the defensive bonus. So they're going to have river and terrain penalty here. They haven't got the tactic. And they don't have a general good enough to change it. Ooh. Heavy infantry. Heavy infantry's retreated. I don't think this is going to go the way of the Northern Alliance, shall we call them. Yeah, no. More numbers coming in. The tactic, just... Unfortunately, they managed to get the terrain and the crossing on their side. But it's just not going to go the way for them. Or I might be mistaken. Nope. Wait. Who am I even looking at? Right, I'm looking at Icenia. Because... Okay. Observer mode seems to be bugging a tad. But yeah, Icenia won that battle. Protecting this fort. And then they win this. Then it's this fort is the last one. And they're pretty much, they've just cut everything off. What is the war goal here? War goal is Brigantia, which is this province. So yeah. Sucks only have my dad and our friend to celebrate in person and turn in Sistine Chapel. In the months before coronavirus, we were planning to celebrate my birthday in Italy on a boat, but things didn't turn out so well. Yeah, you definitely want to be going to Italy at the minute. But yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I ended up spending my birthday. It was during the 2 weeks of my isolation, so it wasn't too good. But that's the nature of things at the minute, unfortunately. Right, so we've got an invention, and nothing really to take there of note. So, how have the traditions gone? So, Judas has gone for the 15% archer offense, whereas Caledonia's gone for chariots, and Uzdia still hasn't got any experience. So definitely two different philosophies here. We have, you know, going down the chariots route, or maybe just wanting to get down here. And then the one for the archers, and definitely archers are the best units for barbarians. How is victory measured? Score? Right. Let me just grab the scoring sheet. Because there are a multitude of ways scoring is done. In this MP. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's a save. Balls. I got the wrong link. Ignore that. Ignore that. No, I just clicked open link. I didn't mean to. No. Ignore that. I grabbed the wrong link. When this player war is finished and we have a bit of downtime, I will go through the scoring. I haven't got a song request on today, Old-Retired Elephant. Since these videos will be going onto YouTube, best not to put anything copyrighted on. So I just leave it here with just standard Imperator music. Right, so now they've got control of the war goal. 41 war score for Icenia. And we are lagging. Oh dear. That is player up here. Oh, is this gonna be desync? What, we got through like a year of game time and we're already gonna be having a desync by the looks of things. Right, while we're having that, I might as well go through this. So, what we have here . No, that's the wrong link again. Where's the link for Season 4? There's too many links here. There it is. Lambert, you need to clean up your Discord. Links are all over the place. Right, so. Can I... not have... Okay, so score is done as such. We have own religion. Okay, right, that's... I'm not sure if we're still using that one, so I'm just going to skip that one in a minute. Right, so what we have is we have a set few categories. Total income, current manpower, highest cap pop. So the capital with the most population, territories, most pops in total, highest pop density. So pops divided by the number of territories. Highest stability, total tech, which is your actual individual tech levels, cultural unity, religious unity, military traditions, so how many traditions you've got, the largest army, the largest navy, your average own culture happiness, which is from the mod up here, and your average foreign culture happiness, the total inventions you've taken, and then the biggest font. So each session, at the end of a session, we go through all the player nations and they get all scored on, you know, where they place in that. And the first place for each one gets 10 points. Second place gets 9 points, all the way down to 10th place, which gets 1 point for each category. And then each week, points are divvied out like that. If I can grab... These was the points after last week. Uzdia came first with 123, Caledonia 113. Now you may be wondering, how did they get that many points? Well, when we're doing nation selection, players who pick nations with over 300 pops lose 1 point for every pop over the 300, and those that pick under 100 pops gain 1 point for every pop under. So you're kind of encouraged, if you want to get, you know, a good start and not to be such a detriment, that if you pick a nation with 5 pops, you get 95 points right off the bat. I believe the highest is 98 points that you can get, because there is a nation over here, Zigia, which starts off with 2 pops. I'm not sure if there are any 1 pop nations, but I know about that one with 2 pops and they're both tribesmen. So, how do you measure font size? That's basically down to James. With James being the game manager, he decides which font size is the biggest. I think Parnia won it last time. Carmania is on to win it this time with the nice expansion over here. So I think Thracian Warrior dropped, this player dropped. Thracian Warrior might still be in out, I'm unsure. I believe I saw his name pop up. Cruise22, thank you very much for the follow. Right. Iceni has gone and dropped some troops over on Uzdia. Yeah, I wonder if Iceni is going to be going for the full annexation of Uzdia and Caledonia. Fortunately, they got put in those two countries, as not many people were there to pick. Nobody really wanted to be in Britain, everybody wanted to be Icenia. So, unfortunately, advantage was always to Judas in Icenia. Thanks for explaining. You're welcome. It used to be that the previous scoring was what that scoring was, but that was right at the end. And the weekly scoring was based on how many pops you had between sessions, and then your percentage growth of pops. But that's gone out of the window, and now we're doing what used to be the end game points. Do that on a weekly basis. It works out that it's not just rewarding continued expansion, which made India just the best place to expand into for points. Oh dear. I think the heritage goes for it. 5% national tax and the civilization level. Really, really good. And the improve opinion maximum, kind of not really a debuff. It's a bit negligible, really. So I suppose that, and also it's Icenia. It's the tribe that Boudica came from. It's one of the most famous tribes, so I think it's a bit of both. You know, good tradition, good heritage, and then also it's famous. Were ancient British chieftains saying shit like "God save the chief"? Probably, perhaps. Alright, I'm just gonna take this downtime just to go have a look, see any other conquests anywhere. War over on Ammon hasn't finished up quite yet. Judea's not here, he is protected. So, last session the Antigone's dropped out, and then this session Judea isn't here. Thessaly is expanded nicely. Epirus is really beginning to expand up here. Now, Epirus, you need to be careful. Because that research efficiency is tanking. This is the issue the Macedon player had last season, is he expanded all up into his tribal land, and because he hadn't properly centralized his research, that efficiency is going to tank. Too bad they hadn't learned Britannia rules the waves back then. Britannia didn't rule the waves were Britannia. Yeah, it's looking like this war is now a foregone conclusion. What can they... 7,000 men. Yeah. So yeah, so what I expect here is Icenia is going to full annex Uzdia and then full annex Caledonia. Kill the players now, just kill them off. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see him go into Menapia to try and kill Cataphorus. With Cataphorus starting out as such a weak nation, with big bad Icenia here, it's just going to kill him straight off. So, let's have a look around what else is going on. Babylon, how are you doing? Are you expanding anymore? You are. Ooh, you're expanding against Palmyra and Nevea. Good to see. And Lambert, you... Now, when I was doing the overview... Yeah, okay, right. You can still unite the Dahe, which... You just need to kill Parthian for that. Have you got your claims? Yeah, you've broken off truce, so you should be able to go to war in a year's time for that. Am I the person at Sony that's not the biggest fan of the better UI mod? No, there are a few people that don't like it. I've just used it so often because I've played so many multiplayers with this on. More than I've probably spent hours in vanilla, that I just get far too used to it. still struggle quite a bit on my live streams with the Roman campaign, trying to find out where stuff is. On simple stuff as the this, because I much prefer this UI to what you get in the in vanilla for the culture and everything, and the ratios and conversion and simulation speed.